Okay, I've gotten a lot more questions about my brother Marky, who lives in a group home and has Down syndrome and Alzheimer's, and John, the other gentleman that I am a guardian of after his mother died. Mark and John live in separate facilities. John was moved to a different facility due to the fast paced advancement of his Alzheimer's and the behaviors that went along with it. And the questions are, what do I have in place in the event that I predecease either one of them? For Mark, my husband would take over as Mark's guardian. Often people say, why not Loretta, my sister? Because my sister has her own special needs son. Currently, my father is still alive and he lives with her. If I predecease John, which, I mean, I don't think that that would happen, I do have somebody, not a family member, that will take over it as a friend, that would take over being his guardian, that is familiar with his situation. The other question is do I believe that John's Alzheimer's moved much quicker than Mark's because of the over-medicating that they were doing at the group home to keep him quiet? Yes, I do. I cannot prove that. His neurologist believes that that is the case. Again, cannot prove it. Keep in mind that when I met John and I took over as his guardian, he was nonverbal. Now he doesn't shut up. With the help of a doctor, I discontinued all of the meds that they had him on, and we started from scratch. And what we have in John is what we see now, or I see now. He's expressive, he's verbal, and even though he has the Alzheimer's, he's in a much healthier headspace than he was when I met him. It is not easy to advocate for these individuals. Working with two separate group homes is difficult because each group home is different. John's group home is more of a memory care with a hospice component because of the advancement of his Alzheimer's, like I said, and Mark's group home is more assisted living, individualized living, because Mark right now, his Alzheimer's is stable. Each home is very different based on the level of need for each person. The problems that I'm having at my brother's group home are not unique, and moving him will not help. It is everywhere because these direct support personnel are not paid what they deserve. Literally, they could go waitress or work at Target and make more money. And they are in charge of the care, custody, and control of compromised individuals. I've said this many times. They do not get paid enough, and that is why there is a huge turnover. That is not lost on me, and I find that very sad. They're responsible for taking care of my brother. They deserve so much more than they get. And that's why we see them leave. And the turnover, unfortunately, affects the individuals. It affects their behaviors. When you are at a stage in your diagnosis where you need a routine. So those are the problems that we are having. This manager is having growing pains, and the nurse is getting a little salty. So we're just going to continue on, and I will continue to advocate. I will continue to use my voice, and no one's going to tell me to be quiet, because that's almost an impossibility where I am concerned.